Today, we're looking at a junk commander that was requested by one of you, so hit that follow and let's get into it. Our commander for today is Winter Misanthropic Guide. For one generic and Jund, we get a 3/4 human warlock with War 2 that says, at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards, and has Delirium. As long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent's maximum hand size is equal to 7 minus the number of those card types. So we're going to focus on disrupting our opponent's hands while we get value for it and keeping their max hand size low. So let's get started with things that give us Delirium. We have Grim Flayer. When they deal combat damage to a player, we get a Surveil 3, which gives us a look ahead and can feed our yard. 6 is a great option as they allow us to mill 3 on attack, and then we can take a land back to our hand that potentially we can use to cast a non-land permanent with the retrace ability. Crom the Undertaker makes everyone mill, and gives us the flexibility to use our own and opponent's graveyards to cast spells from things that were milled this turn. Pure Passive Veil allows us to discard our hand, then draw as many card types worth of cards as in our graveyard. Now that we have Delirium, what other cards benefit? Fear of Missing Out gives us another combat phase. Ozia Stick Twister gives our opponents the option to discard or sack a non-land permanent. If they don't, this card deals damage equal to its power to that player, and with it having lifelink, this could give us a good bump of life. Demonic Council becomes a Demonic Tutor once we have Delirium, and Let's Play Game allows us to choose all options on the card once we have Delirium. Next, we can look at cards that will force those last few cards out of our opponent's hands. Burning Inquiry has everyone draw 3 then discard 3 at random. Dark Deal makes everyone discard and draw that many -1. Oppression says if anyone casts a spell, they also have to discard. Or Deepest Betrayal, who forces opponents to discard, and if they can't, we draw a card, and if they discard a land, we get a token. Plus, whenever it dies, it returns flipped on its land side, and we can turn it back over if we keep those hand sizes low. Now that we're doing all this discarding, here's some ways to benefit from it. Creatures such as Tiny Bones, Bauble Burglar allows us a chance to play the cards that are getting discarded. Geth's Grimoire allows us a card drop per card discarded from an opponent. Fel Spectre makes an opponent lose 2 life per discard. And Sangomancer makes us gain 3 when they discard, also whenever an opponent's creature dies. Liliana's Caress pings them for 2 on discard. Memgrim also has the same effect. If we have a Blood Chief's Ascension with 3 quest counters on it, whenever opponent's card hits the graveyard, they lose 2 life and we gain 2. And of course, we're on Waste Not, giving us all value no matter what they discard. So now that we have all this disruption, let's look at Winter's other ability, each player drawing 2 cards at our upkeep. We can use things like Fate Unraveler, Razorkin Needlehead, Scrawling Crawler, or Underworld Dreams to ping our opponents down even more off their draw. And things like Zerzoth that says whenever an opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, we get to create a 1/1 devil, and when it dies can ping any target for 1. Plus, Zerzoth's ability makes it to whenever 1 or more devils we control attack 1 or more players, you and those players each draw a card and discard a card at random, so more discard. A notable upgrade here would also be Shelter of the Apocalypse for more ping and life gain. These are just some of the wild cards for this deck, and the full list you can be found on our Mox field. Please comment what commander you want to see next, and we might just build a deck around it. Oh yeah, and of course follow here for more at Sideboard Therapy.